So here is some of my latest strips. I did a lot of the triangles, and here's a strip I wanted to show you how I'm going to do this one. See, I did them all on the long leg of the triangle, most of them, not all of them. But see how they're all on the strip, they're all a triangle on here. And what I'm going to do, just to make it interesting, is I'm going to line it up with an edge here. Make sure I can see that on the screen there, and I'm going to cut like this to add interest to these blocks. There we go. And you'll just keep kind of lining up your edge and just keep cutting. Here's another one. Now this one, you can see it was a very odd shaped piece right here. So you just play with your ruler so you have an edge. I might go like this, and I don't want to cut this piece off, so either use a scissors or something to hold that back like that. See, if I would have left that out, that would have got caught in the cut maybe. Give her a little trim. There's a very interesting piece right there. Most of these I'm going to go along, and I am ending up with some extra waste, but that's okay. Now I'm at this one here, and this one here I do want to go down because of how this one here is. So this one I think I'm going to cut off right there like that. Hope you can see that. Right-handed here. So again, you want your 3/8 of an inch. So there's that piece. And then this one, you know, I went straight on that one, but I think I can go diagonal again. I have another diagonal piece here. You just lay your ruler down and get creative when you're cutting these apart. If anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to send me a message and ask. That's pretty cool. And if you notice, I am not paying any attention to colors. The more goofy the colors, the more I like it. So adds interest. This one, I'm just going to leave it like that. Hi everybody, here is my pile of string pieces that I sewed last night. Quite a pile. It keeps growing and growing, and that's what you're going to find out as you're going through making these blocks. It is kind of tedious and a lot of work, but you're using up all these little scraps of material that you would normally you don't know what to do with them. There's not enough for a project. There's too many of them. So anyways, I'm going to be pressing these and hopefully showing you some more cuts and how I put some of these on another strip of fabric. You've seen how I had cut some of my other ones before. So let's see what we find. So here, I'm sorry, I gotta turn this down. You can't see anything. Okay. Here is a strip piece. You can see that underneath right there. It's a black and white one. Here's how I decided to put some items on. You'll see some of them, like this one, we had a couple of edges we could have went off of, and I decided to go on the long one. Same thing with this one here. I took that, I'm sorry, my iron's in the way. Here, Tuco, knock it off. The half square triangle, laid it down. Here's another one. I'll show you how to deal with like these little, Tuco, stop it. These little pieces right here that have like an edge on them. Let's try to get Tuco to stop playing with my camera. Let's see what I did on this one here. I'm waiting for my iron to heat up. This one right here. You can see that. I had, oh my gosh, Tuco, stop it. I have this edge, this other tiny little edge, but I went with the long edge. And we'll see how these come out when I cut them. Okay, my iron is heated up. I'm going to show you again how I press these. Just remember that you press them up from your flat strip piece. I have the steam option going on, which gets hot on the fingers a little bit. Here we go. This is a really long strip, so I gotta move it up a little bit so you can see. I have a cat biting my feet. Ow, Tuco. Hey! Sometimes if I clap my hands, he goes running off. It's all wound up right now. So just give your seams a quick press. That's all you have to do. Iron them up. You know, I didn't iron any of my strip pieces. Everything was kind of wrinkled. It was in a box or whatever. It's alright. They will straighten themselves out later. Here's another one. Again, just give a quick press. Use the point of your iron to keep that seam going in an upward motion. This piece is kind of interesting for a couple of reasons. Because of the way that I put some of my pieces on. Here's one. This is a triangular shape, and I chose the end like that. This one here, if you can see this gap going in between these two, to see what's going to happen, flip it up like that. Let's see, there we go. And without a cat playing with the end of my thing here, oh my gosh. Okay. So when I do my cut, I'm going to probably come down like this. Right here. I have enough room to do that. And then when I flip this one up, I can also go down that way also. So when you're putting them on, you can kind of flip them up to see where your cuts are going to be or what's going to happen. Here's another view of how I put some of these on here. There's no right or wrong way. I'm going to show you this. This yellow is flannel. You can use flannel in these. You cannot use knits or the polyesters are not going to work. But flannels, yes. Flannels and cottons definitely work very well in these. You can't use the minky, obviously. So I'm doing a strip here with the flannel. And it works very well. Remember to press your seams real quick. And I'll just do a quick press, making sure that that seam faces up. You want it to face behind your blocks that you're doing. Do I iron any of my strips before I start? No, I don't. That takes too much time. Here's something interesting. This piece here and then this with this other piece right here. This was a separate block, and I can cut this right in here. I can cut that right there. So I decided to add two pieces, get them as close together as possible, and use this piece as basically my strip piece. We just missed Tuco diving into a box, which is hilarious. I've been trying to get it on camera. Here again is another one. This one, the purple here, and this top piece. If I flip this over, you can see that those were one piece. It was too long. It needed to be cut. It needed to be cut anyway. So what I did was I took two other little pieces that fit on here very well, and that's now my strip piece. Oops, I did that completely wrong. It's supposed to go the other way. Even I mess up. Okay. So these will become two new blocks right here. Same thing with this one. If I flip this up, This was one piece right here, and I had two pieces that would fit on here, and it would cut in an area that I'm perfectly fine with. Quick press of the seams, press it up. These now become two pieces of a block here.